Good morning, happy Monday. So I missed last Monday, or we all did in fact, because it was Labor Day. So welcome back to Monday mornings, this legal information I do at 10 o'clock. Now before I go on to the topic, I wanted to address the obvious that I have a cold. So in light of the global circumstances at the moment with the coronavirus, I will be working from home a lot this week, and I will also be calling clients and letting them have the opportunity of seeing me or not. Most of my appointments I will do by phone, but there are some appointments that need things signed, so I'll be calling those people ahead of time. It is just a cold, but again, perception and looking after everyone's health, and also looking after everyone's immune system as well. I don't want people catching my cold and then being at risk of something more serious. As well as just commenting on that, we've also put out a bit of a notice generally, I suppose, that I hope no one gets offended, but we're just not going to be shaking hands with people for a little while. We will be washing hands regularly after seeing people, after being handed documents at the counter. So just being aware of all that, not only for the health of our own staff, but also we don't want our offices to be like the hub of spreading anything, particularly because we do have a lot of elderly clients. I just think that it's important that we be aware to try and slow down the spread of any disease, because we have to be mindful of the healthcare system not getting overloaded. And so we've got the cold season coming up. Let's try and even out how quickly we spread anything. So having said that, then let's jump into this topic. Don't lie to your lawyer. So might be a little bit of a strange topic, and it is fairly general, but I wanted to talk a little bit about working with your lawyer over the next couple of videos. And quite often we do have people who lie to us for various reasons. It might be out of shame, so they want to present themselves in a certain way to us as if we're judging them. It might be because they've forgotten genuinely. And then as we're prompting them, they gradually start remembering different things. Or it might be for some other reason that they want to withhold information from us, maybe to paint themselves in a better light for whatever reason. Doing that, honestly, is really detrimental to us being able to act for you. So the relationship between a solicitor and a client is a privileged relationship, which means that anything you tell us is confidential. Our only higher duty to our client is to the court, so we cannot lie knowingly to the court. But we need to know as much as you know so that we can actually give you proper advice. It's really, really difficult when we are advising someone on the likelihood of the success of a case, or their family situation, when we don't have the full information. And so we give them the advice based on what they've told us, and then that information changes. And our advice has to change. So it is hard for a client to work out what is relevant or not. But that is for us to decide. So we need to know as much as possible. And the other thing is that it is awkward and embarrassing for us and for a client if information comes out later, further down the track, when we're already in court, and things are starting to get serious, and there has been, for example, evidence given to the court, even in the form of an affidavit, And if there are omissions or things that are inaccurate in that affidavit, there can actually be issues of perjury that arise. So, for all those reasons, please do not lie to us. We are here to help you and to give you advice. We have to keep the information confidential. As I said, it's privileged. Any information you tell us, unless it's about committing a crime or something we are forced to disclose to the court, cannot be compelled. Like we can't be compelled to disclose the information you tell us. And as I said, it's important for us to have as full of the information as possible so we can actually advise you correctly. If you don't give us the full situation and we advise you in one respect and then we learn other things later, our advice often has to change. So the situation that could happen then is that obviously you've spent more money that you may not have to have spent if we had known the information up front, and we could have given you the correct information then, as opposed to months later when something crops up and you're like, oh yeah, sorry, I forgot to tell you that. Oh no, oh okay, that is accurate. What I said is not quite right. And as I said, the embarrassment that comes out from that. So when working with a lawyer, please be as honest with us as possible. And that is the message from today. So again, every Monday I will try and appear here at 10 o'clock. Again, just a note from the start of the video, I do have a cold. So I will be doing a lot of work from home this week. A lot of appointments that aren't signing appointments, I'll be doing by phone. Again, it's just a perception thing. And again, it is just starting to change our behaviour that when we're sick, we won't be spreading anything. And I don't want to be responsible for making others sick. So I hope you guys have a safe week, and I'll catch you next time.